Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky.
I am Bruce Carter, founder of the WAG program, which stands for We Are Graduating.
Okay, as the founder of this program, we just spoke to your executive director a little while ago. Could you tell us how did you come up with the concept of WAG and what was the motivation behind building such a program?
In '07, the graduation rate was like just out of control throughout the country. And I happened to be in a city called Waco, Texas, and they were like 51% not graduating, dropping out. So me and the mayor sit down and talked about a program that would have like a lasting effect. And we came up, We Are Graduating. That's what WAG stands for, and trying to get that commitment out of not our 9th, 10th, 11th grade, starting from 5th to the 8th grade, believing that we could have an impact, teaching them the importance of an education and showing the difference between an individual who actually has a high school diploma, college degree over a lifetime of income.
Mm-hmm. So since '07 to now, 2011, how many students would you say that have come through your program that you feel like you helped push through or gave that extra push so that they would?
You know, it's hard to say how many you got from one point to the other. I've personally spoken to, at this point, probably over 400,000 youth across the country, whether it be motivational, inspiring, getting on, whatever you want to call it. But we have given out hundreds of thousands of scholarships for individuals to go to school. And we have scholarship that's set up like an endowment. That means from year to year, based on your service and how you grow, we actually start a scholarship fund for you, believing that if you're in the 5th grade, if we deposit $500 for you, you at least now have something to lose. So you continually work to make sure you get what you've earned in your prior years.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's good that you bring up hard work and dedication. I know that the WAG program is just one of the many things that you do. Could you give us just a quick snapshot of the array of things that you participate in?
WAG is what, I guess that's my baby. But then I also have OSP, which is Overcoming Serving People. Under that umbrella, we have Operation Single Parents. We have a program for veterans, senior citizens, and I tend to lean more toward the single parents because after dealing with youth after youth after youth, 90% of those youth actually come from single parent homes. And a lot of the parents are actually grandparents now. So based on that, we try to keep moving forward in the directions with the rest of our nonprofits. But of course, like I said, WAG is the one that if I had to fight or die for, I would do that because the youth don't have a choice sometimes. They're born into the situations they're in, and for those that want to get out, sometimes it's still difficult not knowing how to get out.
Well, that's also another good point that you brought up. Briefly speaking to the executive director of WAG, with your decision to have the WAG program in the southern sector, a place that is often overlooked, and we know a lot of politics and I would say, and not even, I would use this term with you, you've done a lot of activism within the WAG program, and you playing the Ultimate Super Bowl week. And give us a little bit of insight on why you chose the southern sector and the challenges that you faced recently, but overall, being in the Oak Cliff area.
I think that I was joking today. We were on the bus talking with Tony Ford. I said, man, I want to do a movie, and it's going to talk about why African Americans are still in the state they're in. And it was going to be a question I was going to answer it because of other African Americans. I say that because we are in the southern sector of Dallas. The majority of my work has been away from Dallas. Having been in Dallas, I typically talk about people having what I call a crab mentality. It's very difficult for blacks to just really get the support they need from other blacks as they want to be at another level. So I think that when you talk about the Ultimate Super Bowl, we're making the decision to do it at the Southwest Center Mall, or even to move the WAG organization to the Southwest Center Mall, was an effort to support a lot of the youth that we actually serve, meaning that there was not a bus route where our current headquarters was. So by going to the mall, we made it accessible for the youth and the people we serve. As far as the Ultimate Super Bowl week, doing it there was going to be something that it provided a place for people south of downtown to actually go, not having to drive downtown, be in a party atmosphere, and then come back home after in a nightlife type of position. So you're very familiar with the story.
Yes.
You know, and now I find more people fighting or just waiting to see would it have happened than saying, you know what can I do to assist you in making it happen? And I think somehow, some way, it got away from the WAG program, the thousands of children that are waiting for tutoring to take place, and it became more of a Bruce Carter deal, which, you know, I think is ridiculous, but that's what happens when, you know, if the media puts you out there or your name starts to be out there a little more than someone else's name. I have no desire to be a politician. I won't be a pastor, so I just want to be an old guy to serve kids.
What would you say is in the future of WAG for the next 10 years?
For the next 10 years, should I have my way, that makes me 50 years old. There should be some young man that will definitely take over for me, and hopefully it'll be someone that came to the program that's 24, 25, 28 years old that understand the struggle that it took for the program to get to where it is. Because what makes WAG, in my opinion, different is the direct involvement in each child that's in our program. You know, we do a 605 conference call with youth from across the state. And basically it's about getting up, making a difference, and getting parents prepared to be a part of their children's lives. And we've been successful at getting parents out of being involved. I didn't answer your question though, did I? 10 years? I want us to be like, you know, you say WAG, they say, oh yeah, just do it for them. That's the struggle now, is getting people to see what we do, how we do it, and the measurable results that we can definitely say how. This is what's happened so far.
Well, okay, so we looked ahead 10 years. Now let's look ahead just for 2011.
Let's look ahead to Monday.
You got a lot planned for this year. The Ultimate Super Bowl week was just a start. So what else does WAG have coming up for 2011?
Our biggest deal is to give back Monday to doing what we do, and that's serving the youth. You know, we'll come back, we'll do a SWOT analysis of the Ultimate Super Bowl week, and we'll, you know, come back and say, wow, this is what didn't happen, this is where we are. But Monday, it goes back to being about the youth. Hopefully we can get some of the celebrities that are in town to actually get into the schools, because it's been a struggle. And then I heard we're going to get bad weather, so we'll go visit some schools. And then after that, we'll get back on the drawing board, figuring out how many kids we can get in our tutoring program so we can prepare for the tax test. And then we'll move forward, prepare for our summer food program, which, you know, we'll serve anywhere from 5,000 to 6,000 children daily, making sure that they're eating and receiving some type of educational services during the summer.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to add to, or do you want people to know about WAG or Mr. Bruce Carter?
For me, this is what you can just know about me. You can kill my character. You can kill, you know, some of the words and things, but you won't kill my cause. That's just where I am. I think at 40 years old, I've had the best of the best. I could care less about, you know, a nice suit, a big house. I want to be able to have the children that, you know, the guy that was on the 1.3 reading in a school district that did the social promotion, taking him out, and now he's on 6.2, even though he should be in the 8th grade, he now can have an intelligent conversation and read a simple book. Or the child who, you know, lives with his mom and in the summer has no heat, has no air, so he's wanting to be in a place just where he can have air. That's what I want to do. As far as the WAG program, if I die tomorrow, I want to make sure that that program continues on serving kids, and that be our #1 deal, regardless of who does or does not do, because our program has, for these 5 years, we've done it without one state or federal grant. We've done it with getting out, putting the work in. whether it be selling T-shirts, whether it be trying to put on a fundraiser that involves the Super Bowl, we'll keep moving. And that's what we do, because if our children see us go, and get away from that handout mentality that so many of them come up in that household, then I think we get stronger individuals.
Just for fun, where are you from originally?
Like born or like grow up?
Both.
Okay. I was born in Fort Worth. Have no claims to Fort Worth. I'd say Fairfield, Texas, because I mean that's where I kind of grew up as a young guy. And Dallas is where I went to elementary. And I love Fort Worth, don't get me wrong, because I see people say, wow, I have family in Fort Worth, but don't really know much about Fort Worth. So I would say Dallas is where I'm from. And I think that's why when you deal with the struggle, I think it's just natural. I'm not a prophet, but when people are around people that know your entire history, you know, they'll tend to do, man, I remember this. They don't see the fruit that you deal with every day when you have kids crying out and saying, hey, I just need a little more. I just need a support. You know, if I don't get a job, I'm going to sell drugs. Or I have 6 kids, I'm pregnant with my 7th, and I'm 24 years old, and we sleep where we can sleep. I think if people focus more on that, I think Bruce Carter life would be easier, and I think the WAG program would be, you know, a lot more respected.
If you could tell your 21-year-old self one piece of advice, just from your years on Earth now, what would that one piece of advice be?
Being me at 21?
Your 21-year-old self.
Wow. Respect yourself. Respect people. I've learned that yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir opens up a lot of doors, and it breaks down some of the barriers regardless of how you look as an individual. Because people just, you know, that respect, it breaks down some of the fear factors people might have about you. Hi, this is Bruce Carter, founder of the WAG program. We are graduating. Watch The Real on AMPS TV.
Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky.